Look, I expressed concerns a few weeks ago about his leadership and just his stability and the lack of desire to be competent on issues and understand, and you know, nothing has changed, and but again, I don't want to make this a daily issue. You know, we've got work that we need to do, and he currently is the person that from the executive side we have to deal with, and the shame of it is there are some really good people around him, and if he would stay out of their way and let them perform, people like Tillerson and Mattis and others, you know, we could really make progress on things that matter greatly to our country. But
so you've called the president utterly untruthful. Are you saying he's a liar?
You know, we just haven't used that word in our family, but you know, he obviously, I mean, you guys can easily check just what's occurred and know that much of what he said is untrue, but all of it is untrue, and some of that you're going to be able to check. But so he's utterly untruthful.
But this is the president of your own party, the leader of your own party. What does it say that this is what it's come to?
Well, he's president of the country. I don't know, but I mean, check Iran, check what my role was in the budget process with Pat Toomey. So I mean, these are all knowns that you know, you would think he would be. He would try to focus on things where there wasn't a witness, but the whole world's a witness to these untruths. And,
Senator,
you know, and world leaders know it.
Senator,
You used to be one of his supporters during the campaign at the beginning of his administration. You supported the president. Do you regret that now?
Well, what do you think? Look, it's.
I think that's a yes.
I think people. Look, I think there were many people. I was one of those that hoped that, you know, he would rise to the occasion as president and aspire to lead our nation instead of dividing it. And you know, it's obvious his political model and governing model is to divide. And he has not risen to the occasion. It's very evident to me. I've had personal meetings, personal dinners, personal phone calls when the staff has asked me to call over and intercede on something that was not going to happen, that was not good for our country. And I've done all those things. But yeah, at this point, realize what we're dealing with, like I think most Americans. And you know, I've got a job as a senator to do the best that I can to check that, to check against that. And when he's right, of course, you know, I think some people think that, you know, we carry out our personal feelings on policy, but that's just not what most of us anyway do. We do things based on what we think is good for the country. So it's you know, it's a sad place from my perspective for our nation, and I think that the worst of it is going to be just the whole debasing, if you will, of our nation. I think that'll be the contribution that hurts our nation most.
Do you think the president's debasing the nation?
I don't think there's any question, but that's the case, just in the way that he conducts himself and goes to such a low level. I do. But look, I mean, the rest of us need to do what we can to act as statesmen and to try to move our nation ahead in a time when we have a leader such as we have now. You know, we are where we are as a country, and again, I think what we need to do is support him when he's right, check him when he's wrong, which is plenty, and try to conduct ourselves in a manner that brings out the best in the American people.
Should he be removed
when
from
our
office,
president obviously does not conduct himself that way. His governing model is to divide and to attempt to bully and to use untruths. So
should he be removed from office, sir? Can you comment? Should he be removed from office?